Imagine a day like any other. The sun rises, casting its golden hue over the city and nature alike. You reach for your phone as you do every morning. But today, something is different. Something feels off. There's no notification buzz, no email chime, no social media updates. The screen remains eerily silent. You try to refresh your browser, hoping it's just a glitch. But nothing happens. The digital world is unresponsive. The internet, the vast network we've woven into every aspect of our lives, is gone, forever. The servers are silent, the screen's blank. What happens next? It's a question that might seem like the plot of a dystopian novel, yet it's a scenario we should consider. The confusion sets in. The internet, for all its wonders, is not invincible. It's a marvel of human ingenuity, but also a fragile construct. A catastrophic solar flare, a devastating cyber attack, or even a series of unfortunate events could plunge us into a digital dark age. The threats are real and varied. The consequences would be profound, reshaping our world in ways we can scarcely imagine. Society would have to adapt, finding new ways to communicate, work, and live without the web. The initial impact would be social. Communication, the lifeblood of our hyper-connected world, would grind to a halt. Instant messaging, video calls, and social media platforms would vanish. The constant stream of news and information would cease. The silence would be deafening. For many, the loss of connection would be isolating and anxiety-inducing. Imagine not being able to contact loved ones, share news, or simply scroll through your favorite social media feed. The fabric of our social lives, so reliant on the internet, would be torn. The economic fallout would be swift, sending shockwaves through every sector of society, and brutal. Global markets reliant on high-speed trading and information flow would plummet into chaos. The stock market would see unprecedented drops, with traders unable to keep up with the rapid decline. Online banking systems would freeze, locking people out of their accounts and causing widespread panic. People would be unable to access their funds, leading to long lines at ATMs and banks. E-commerce, a cornerstone of the modern economy, would cease to exist. Online retailers would shut down, and consumers would find themselves unable to purchase even basic necessities. Businesses, large and small, dependent on the internet for operations and communication, would face crippling disruption. Offices would empty out, and small businesses would close their doors, unable to function without digital tools. The global supply chain, intricately linked through digital networks, would be thrown into disarray. Cargo ships would sit idle in ports, warehouses would run out of stock, and manufacturing lines would grind to a halt. The result? Economic hardship on a scale not seen in generations. Unemployment would skyrocket, and people would struggle to make ends meet, leading to long lines at soup kitchens and unemployment offices. The impact on daily life would be equally dramatic. Navigation systems reliant on real-time traffic updates would go haywire, leading to gridlock. Hospitals, heavily reliant on digital infrastructure for everything from patient records to life-saving equipment, would face immense challenges. Educational institutions, now heavily reliant on online learning platforms, would struggle to function. Even seemingly simple tasks, like ordering food or booking a taxi, would become impossible without the internet. The world as we know it, the world we have built around the internet, would crumble. The long-term consequences of a permanent internet shutdown are difficult to predict with certainty. The internet has become so deeply embedded in our daily lives that imagining a world without it feels almost impossible. From the way we communicate to how we conduct business, the internet is the backbone of modern society. Would we adapt and find new ways to communicate, conduct business, and maintain our way of life? History has shown that humans are incredibly resilient and adaptable. We might return to older forms of communication like landline phones and handwritten letters, or even develop entirely new methods. Or would the loss of the internet trigger a societal and economic collapse, ushering in a new dark age? The sudden disappearance of digital infrastructure could lead to widespread chaos, affecting everything from financial systems to healthcare. It's a question that should give us pause. We need to seriously consider the implications of our digital dependency and what steps we can take to mitigate potential risks. Our reliance on the internet is both a blessing and a curse. While it has made our lives more convenient and connected, it has also made us more vulnerable to disruptions. It has connected us in unprecedented ways, but it has also made us vulnerable. Cyber attacks, technical failures, and even natural disasters could sever these digital ties, leaving us isolated. Perhaps it's time we considered life beyond the screen, to cultivate skills and connections that transcend the digital realm. Engaging in offline activities can help us build a more balanced and resilient society. For in the end, the most important connections are the ones we make with each other, not with our devices. What will we choose? Will we continue to rely solely on digital connections, or will we strive to strengthen our real-world relationships?